edge of astronomy, art, and architecture. One of the most intriguing aspects of their culture was their reverence for sacred sites, where they conducted elaborate rituals to connect with the divine forces and channel mystical powers. These sacred sites served as centers of spiritual energy and were vital in shaping the Aztecs' worldview, cosmology, and societal order. In this exploration, we journey back in time to uncover the significance of these sacred sites and the profound influence they had on the Aztec civilization. The spiritual landscape of the Aztecs. The Aztecs perceived the universe as a deeply interconnected web of energies, with the spiritual and material realms closely intertwined. To maintain cosmic harmony and ensure the prosperity of their empire, they believed in appeasing their gods through elaborate rituals performed at sacred sites. These locations were carefully chosen to align with celestial events, geographical features, and natural elements, making them focal points for channeling the divine powers. Teotihuacan, the City of the Gods. One of the most renowned and mysterious sacred sites of the Aztecs was Teotihuacan. This majestic city, built around 100 BCE, captivated the Aztecs with its awe-inspiring pyramids, particularly the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. These colossal structures were not only architectural wonders but also held deep spiritual significance. They were believed to be gateways between the earthly plane and the celestial realm, facilitating communication with the gods and ancestors. Templo Mayor, the heart of Tenochtitlan. At the heart of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, modern-day Mexico City, stood the Templo Mayor, a massive temple dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. The Templo Mayor symbolized the center of the universe and served as the axis mundi, connecting the three levels of Aztec cosmology: the earthly, the celestial, and the underworld. The rituals performed here were pivotal in maintaining the cosmic balance and ensuring the continuation of life. The sacred cenotes, windows to Xibalba. In the Yucatan Peninsula, the Aztecs encountered natural sinkholes known as cenotes. These were seen as portals to the underworld, Xibalba, where the spirits of the deceased journeyed to join their ancestors. These mystical pools were used for sacred ceremonies, where offerings were made to appease the deities and ensure a smooth transition for the departed souls. Coatepec and the mountain worship. Mountains held significant spiritual importance for the Aztecs, and none were more revered than Coatepec, the Snake Mountain. This sacred peak was believed to be the birthplace of Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the patron deity of the Aztecs. Pilgrims ascended the mountain to conduct rituals and seek blessings from the gods. The magnificent view from the summit served as a reminder of the Aztecs' connection to both the celestial and terrestrial realms. The spiritual landscape of the Aztecs, unraveling the complex web of ancient beliefs. The Aztecs, an awe-inspiring civilization that flourished in the highlands of central Mexico between the 14th and 16th centuries, possessed a profound spiritual connection with the world around them. Their belief system was an intricate tapestry woven from a diverse array of religious practices, rituals, and ceremonies. At the core of their spiritual landscape lay a deep reverence for nature, gods, and the cosmos. In this exploration, we delve into the spiritual beliefs and practices of the Aztecs, seeking to understand how their spiritual landscape shaped every aspect of their lives. Nature as sacred. The Aztecs viewed nature as a divine creation, an embodiment of powerful deities that controlled the forces of the natural world. Their agricultural society heavily relied on the cycles of nature, and thus, they held a strong connection to the land, rivers, forests, and mountains. The elements played an essential role in their cosmology, with gods governing phenomena like rain, sun, and wind, demanding both reverence and offerings to ensure favorable outcomes for the community. The polytheistic pantheon. Central to the spiritual landscape of the Aztecs was their rich pantheon of gods and goddesses. Each deity represented specific aspects of life and nature, from Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the sun, to Tlaloc, the god of rain and fertility. Their complex belief system allowed them to find balance by acknowledging both life-giving and destructive forces, understanding the inherent duality of existence. Rituals and ceremonies. Rituals played a pivotal role in the daily lives of the Aztecs, as well as in significant events such as agricultural cycles, warfare, and celestial occurrences. They believed that performing these rituals correctly would ensure the gods' favor, harmony in the cosmos, and prosperity for their civilization. Many rituals involved elaborate ceremonies at sacred sites, where pyramids and temples served as the conduits between the earthly and divine realms. Human sacrifice and cosmic balance. Perhaps one of the most controversial aspects of the Aztec spiritual landscape was their practice of human sacrifice. They believed that the gods needed constant nourishment in the form of human blood and hearts to maintain cosmic balance. Sacrifices were performed during specific festivals and occasions, and those chosen for the ritual were considered to be honored participants who would join the gods in the afterlife. Astrology and cosmology. The Aztecs were skilled astronomers and had an advanced understanding of celestial movements. They believed that the cosmos directly influenced human affairs, and their priests would carefully study the stars and planets to determine the most auspicious times for various activities, from warfare to planting crops. Astrological observations also influenced the design and orientation of their temples and sacred structures. Teotihuacan, the city of the gods, unraveling the mysteries of an ancient metropolis. Teotihuacan, located in the highlands of central Mexico, is one of the most enigmatic and awe-inspiring archaeological sites in the world. Often referred to as the City of the Gods, Teotihuacan was once a thriving metropolis and the cultural epicenter of Mesoamerica. Constructed around 100 BCE, this ancient city flourished for centuries before its mysterious decline in the 7th or 8th century CE. Teotihuacan's monumental pyramids, grand avenues, and intricate murals still captivate the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and visitors alike. In this exploration, we delve into the significance of Teotihuacan as a sacred site, its cultural achievements, and the enduring mysteries that continue to surround this extraordinary ancient city. The sacredness of Teotihuacan. The name Teotihuacan itself reflects its spiritual importance, translating to the place where the gods were created in the Nahuatl language. For the Aztecs, who discovered the ruins centuries later, the city was already an ancient and sacred site, believed to be the birthplace of the universe. They attributed its construction to the gods, further enhancing its spiritual significance in their cosmology. The pyramids. At the heart of Teotihuacan stand the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, two colossal structures that dominate the landscape. The Pyramid of the Sun is one of the largest pyramids in the world, and both pyramids were strategically aligned with celestial events, reinforcing their role as sacred markers connecting the earthly and celestial realms. Climbing these monumental structures was likely an act of pilgrimage and devotion, enabling the Aztecs to feel closer to the gods. The Avenue of the Dead. Stretching approximately 2.4 kilometers, 1.5 miles, through the city, the Avenue of the Dead served as the main ceremonial boulevard of Teotihuacan. Lined with temples, palaces, and other significant structures, this avenue was the central axis of the city and played a crucial role in their religious ceremonies and processions. The name Avenue of the Dead was given by the Aztecs, who believed that the structures alongside the road were tombs, although modern research has shown this to be unlikely. The mysterious decline. Despite its grandeur and spiritual significance, Teotihuacan's decline remains shrouded in mystery. Around the 7th or 8th century CE, the city was largely abandoned, and its once thriving population dispersed. Scholars have proposed various theories for its downfall, including internal strife, social unrest, environmental changes, or external invasions. However, no single explanation has been definitively proven, leaving the enigma of Teotihuacan's fall unresolved. Art and symbolism. Teotihuacan's artistic achievements are equally captivating. The city's murals, ceramics, and stone carvings depict intricate scenes of rituals, ceremonies, and cosmological beliefs. The art often featured the feathered serpent deity Quetzalcoatl, a central figure in Mesoamerican mythology, symbolizing renewal and rebirth. These artistic expressions offer valuable insights into the spiritual and cultural life of the Teotihuacan civilization. Templo Mayor, the majestic temple complex situated at the center of Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, was the epitome of Aztec spirituality and political power. Revered as a sacred site and a symbol of their cosmic worldview, Templo Mayor held immense significance in the lives of the Aztec people. Erected in the 14th century, this grand architectural marvel stood as a testament to the Aztec civilization's religious fervor, social structure, and cultural identity. In this exploration, we venture into the heart of Tenochtitlan and discover the multifaceted role of Templo Mayor in shaping the spiritual and political landscape of the Aztec Empire. The Axis Mundi, the center of the universe. To the Aztecs, Templo Mayor was the Axis Mundi, the physical and spiritual center of their world. As the temple complex grew over time, it became a towering representation of the interconnectedness between the human realm and the divine. This central axis was vital in their cosmology, as it facilitated communication between the terrestrial and celestial planes. At its pinnacle, the temple reached out to the gods, while its base connected with the underworld, symbolizing the harmonious union of the three realms. The dual deities, Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. Templo Mayor was dedicated to two principal deities, Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the sun, and Tlaloc, the god of rain and fertility. These two gods embodied the duality of life, the struggle for survival, and the bountiful gifts of nature. Their complementary roles were central to Aztec religious beliefs, as they ensured the prosperity and protection of the empire. Elaborate rituals and ceremonies were conducted at the temple to appease these deities and maintain cosmic harmony. Ritual sacrifice and bloodletting. One of the most controversial aspects of Aztec culture was their practice of human sacrifice and bloodletting. Templo Mayor was the site of these ritualistic offerings, where captured warriors, criminals, and even volunteers would be sacrificed to honor the gods and maintain the divine order. The Aztecs believed that the gods required constant nourishment in the form of human blood and hearts to sustain the world's balance. The expanding temple complex. Templo Mayor underwent several expansions over the centuries, reflecting the Aztec Empire's growth and evolving religious beliefs. Each new layer of construction was built atop the previous one, creating a symbolic representation of time, renewal, and cyclical cosmic cycles. The complex consisted of twin pyramids, each dedicated to a different god, with a central staircase connecting the two. Rediscovery and archaeological significance. Templo Mayor lay buried beneath modern-day Mexico City until its rediscovery in 1978. Archaeological excavations have unearthed countless artifacts, including statues, ceremonial offerings, and stone carvings, offering invaluable insights into Aztec religious practices, art, and architecture. The site's preservation and study contribute significantly to our understanding of Mesoamerican civilizations and their complex belief systems. The sacred cenotes, windows to Xibalba, unveiling the mysteries of Mesoamerican underworld. In the heart of the Yucatan Peninsula, a mysterious and captivating natural phenomenon known as the cenotes can be found. These sinkholes, formed by the collapse of limestone bedrock, served as vital sources of water for the ancient Maya civilization. However, to the Maya people, these sacred cenotes held a deeper significance beyond their practical use. They were believed to be windows to the underworld, Xibalba, a realm inhabited by powerful deities and ancestral spirits. In this exploration, we venture into the world of the sacred cenotes, uncovering their spiritual importance and the profound role they played in Mesoamerican cosmology. The sacred waters. For the Maya, water was a symbol of life and a source of spiritual power. Cenotes, with their crystal-clear waters fed by underground rivers, were seen as sacred reservoirs connecting the terrestrial world with the supernatural. The Maya believed that these cenotes were entrances to the mysterious Xibalba, the realm of the dead and the deities, making them essential sites for religious rituals and offerings. Xibalba, the Mesoamerican underworld. In Maya mythology, Xibalba was a realm of great significance, inhabited by powerful gods and menacing lords of death. Access to this underworld was through caves, cenotes, and other natural portals. The ancient Maya believed that Xibalba played a crucial role in the cycle of life and death, and souls of the deceased would journey through these sacred cenotes to reach this otherworldly realm. Rituals and offerings. The sacred cenotes served as sanctuaries for religious ceremonies and rituals. Shamanic priests, known as akin, performed sacred ceremonies at the edge of the cenotes to communicate with the gods and offer prayers and sacrifices. These offerings included valuable objects, ceramics, and sometimes even human sacrifices to appease the deities and ensure the harmony between the earthly and spiritual realms. Cultural significance. The spiritual significance of the sacred cenotes extended beyond their religious aspect. They were central to Maya cosmology, influencing their calendar system, agricultural practices, and societal organization. The Maya considered the cenotes as a source of divine guidance and sought their blessings for a prosperous and abundant life. Archaeological discoveries. In modern times, numerous archaeological expeditions have explored the depths of these cenotes, uncovering a wealth of ancient artifacts and human remains. The cenotes' clear waters have remarkably preserved these offerings, offering valuable insights into the ancient Mayas' beliefs, rituals, and way of life.